So, Peace, Love, and Jamie is mad at religion again.
Uh-oh, what happened?
I mean, I've always been mad at religion.
Yeah.
It is... I don't like it. It's not true. Mm-hmm. And it produces bad results.
These are just little details, though.
Little details, right? But I'm also, like, a progressive. And this is the problem that happens sometimes where, you know, when I hear people saying, oh, Islam's bad, we have to invade Muslim countries, I'm like, yeah, I don't like it, but that's not good. You know what I mean?
It's a very firm counter argument.
No, don't do. I wouldn't. So you know, I mean, I really haven't been like cracking down on it as much on this show as I used to, and I think I just needed a reminder. Like, we'll crack down on certain topics.
Sure.
No, the priest fucks a kid.
Yeah,
crack it down.
The religious right is trying to infringe on a woman's right to choose.
Crack it down, right? We talk about those issues all the time, but religion as a whole, I haven't. And then this morning, there's this, like, nutty guy.
Oh, is this on your Facebook wall?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought this is so crazy, you guys, that I thought it was a comic.
He is a comic.
I thought he was being ironic or joking.
I know. Well, I actually, so on my BlackBerry, whenever somebody posts something new on my wall, all the things they've ever posted on my wall come up.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I saw that what he posted before this was, happy birthday, the day God, in caps lock, created you. And that's when I was like, all right, that could be a joke or whatever. Yeah. And I don't care about that. Even if you are religious, I don't give a shit. Don't know why you're following me, but I don't give a shit, right? And I remember this kid, he's sort of like, he's not on any UCB teams, but he's just like there all the time.
Oh my God. He's a New York comic?
Yeah.
And he goes to the UCB.
Well, but he's just like there. He's this improv guy. And he's come up to me and been like, good job before.
Yeah.
And so this morning, I'm assuming because he saw the name of my show that I'm doing Wednesday is called No War, No God, No Nickelback. Mm-hmm. And he wrote on my wall in caps lock, no God equals Nazi Germany.
Right. Now, this is sort of a stock line that the religious right uses where they say, well, look at what happened in Nazi Germany. Right. They tried to abolish all religion. Therefore, they were atheists, which they were not. Hitler, there are several pieces of transcripts and letters from him where he obviously believed in God.
Well, he said he was a Christian.
Right.
You know, but more importantly than that, because we can go back and forth. He said he was Christian. No, he said he was an atheist. He said he was Christian.
Yeah.
But more importantly than that, they used the tools of religion and appropriated it to themselves.
Right. So now Hitler is God.
Exactly.
Yeah. And fascism is not atheism.
Right. Now, the first thing I said was that. And he said, Hitler is a pagan. And I'm like, you just said Hitler was an atheist. Like,
so this is a crazy person.
This is a crazy person.
Yeah.
But I just wrote this long thing where I was just like, here's all the bad things that have happened because of religion. So your Nazi Germany argument's out. And here are all the bad things that have happened because of religion. George Bush called the war in Iraq a crusade. The 9/11 attacks. Now,
Israel-Palestine.
Now, a lot of this does have to do, you know, with what Allison and say, a lot of it does have to do with the economy. It wasn't straight up religion.
But oftentimes they use the language of religion.
Yeah, I mean, those guys were radical.
Yeah. No one's saying, and, you know, Trey Parker and Matt Stone always use this argument in South Park where they're like, so you're saying violence wouldn't exist if religion didn't exist? No. In fact, I don't know anyone making that argument. You know, violence happens for a plethora of reasons. Religion is really dangerous, though, because it doesn't require any proof of anything.
Right.
You just can say, my God said to kill you. And it's like, I can't prove that's not true.
My God said, please don't kill me. Like, it's just right.
Right.
But then I just kept going where I'm like, gays and lesbians not having equal rights, women fucking dying in childbirth, AIDS epidemic spreading in Africa, priests fucking kids, the actual crusades, the war in Ireland, blah, 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 blah. and he addressed like none of those. I just blocked him. Oh, and then I was like, also, believe what you want, homie. I don't write on your fucking wall.
That's the thing.
This is such like classic Christian shit.
This is really confusing to me when people get mad at you for what you post on your personal Facebook wall.
Right.
Like, it's one thing if I publish an article in a public forum and you want to bang out an angry letter to the editor. You're right.
But it was just a perfect microcosm of the difference between a lot of Christians and a lot of atheists, where it was atheists have this reputation. I mean, we're the most hated minority in the country, and we have this reputation of being these fucking evil. Newt Gingrich says that atheists and secularism is like going to be the downfall of America.
Who told him our plans?
No, but it's like I wasn't doing anything. Like, how am I the downfall? I was just fucking sitting there minding my own business, and it was the crazy ass Christian who gets on my wall and starts attacking my beliefs.
Well, that's
instead, they
so
make
funny.
it seem like it's the opposite.
That's what they always say. They're like, "There's a war on Christmas. There's a war on Christianity." Atheists don't give a shit about what they don't like is when you bring your crazy beliefs into the public sphere, into the secular world, because that's our home.
Right.
You know, when you start to fuck with public policy, when you're an elected government official, Rick Perry.
Yeah. Who now may run for president, they're saying.
Yes. You bring your crazy ass beliefs into the public sphere. That's the atheist business, and that's when they get upset. And then the Christians say, we're under attack.
Right.
Ah! You wouldn't have been if you stayed in your ridiculous playhouses.
Right.
That you call churches. No one's coming into your churches.
You know, and another thing that I don't say a lot on this show, because we've gotten emails from some of the like coolest Christians who are even more politically active than, say, a lot of our atheist people.
Yeah.
But so I don't really criticize them as much because they're doing the right things. But what I will say to kind of challenge them a little bit is I believe that from what I've read, you guys are good enough people that you would be doing all of those wonderful things without God.
Funny you bring this up. Dan Savage just gave a speech that I don't know if I should play the audio of. It's really, really good, where he's talking about how he got a lot of shit from Christians who were like, why don't you ever talk about the moderate Christians who agree with you, who agree that gay people should have equal rights. It's not a sin, obviously. They don't believe that. And Dan Savage was like, why don't you stop going after me and go after the crazy Christians who are giving you a bad name?
I've said that before, too, yeah, where I'm like, moderate Christians should be even more mad than us. It's like how we get more mad at Obama than we do Mitch McConnell, because I'm like, Obama's supposed to be on my team.